Good morning from Blackpool Pleasure Beach, where we're here for the winter weekends. The park is open now every weekend in November, and you know what? It doesn't really feel like winter today. It's beautiful, isn't it?
This weather is so nice today. I'm lovely warm.
Yeah, it's perfect. Park's open from 11 a.m. through until 5, so just a short day, but that does mean it should be a bit quieter and also get plenty of rides in. And yeah, looking forward to getting back on Icon, the big one, and of course many other of our favourite classic rides here at Pleasure Beach. It's actually been quite a while since we've been. We haven't been to Blackpool since the end of August.
I can't believe it's been that long, but we've just been so busy.
Yeah, it's not like us. We're normally in Blackpool every few weeks, at least once a month. But yeah, since last being here to Blackpool, we've done our big Europe Halloween trip and also been to Florida as well. So it's been ages since we've been here. That also means we haven't seen the illuminations yet this year. So we're going to be checking those out tonight, and that vlog will be coming up tomorrow as well. I get to see all Blackpool lit up, which will be really nice walking down the promenade. But come and join us. Lovely sunny day. It's winter weekend here at the Pleasure Beach. Well, it's just gone 11 o'clock, the park's open, and so is Valhalla as well. Look at that, people piling on what is the wettest ride here in the UK.
You have got no chance of me going on there today.
I didn't bring any spare clothes today for it either.
You could get a poncho if you wanted to go on.
Well, I wasn't intending the weather being this nice. I thought it might feel really cold, but actually it isn't too bad. I mean, it is only like 7 degrees Celsius, but still it's good to see Valhalla open and people enjoying it. And it certainly has been the highlight of 2023 here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, having this iconic water ride back open. It was shut for 3 years, and yeah, it's really nice to see Valhalla back open, and all these people eager to get on it as well, which is fantastic to see. And yeah, I do like the additions they did out here at the front. I think these trees look really nice actually out the front of the ride. It's kind of made it its own little mini area in a way. I do love the Derby Racer over here. However, there's something missing, and that's the organ over at the back. Yeah, it's really weird hearing it without the music. Normally, when the organ's not working or if it's being serviced, the shutter door's down, because as you can see, the shutter's up today. So yeah, really weird how the music's not playing on there, because it does add to the experience. Still, you can hear all kind of the workings of the ride under there.
You need to find the horse with the cheesiest grin.
Hey, I do love Derby Racer. Flying machines over there as well. Oh, it's a beautiful day. Look at this. It's so nice to just be reunited with Pleasure Beach. It's a beautiful park, it really is. And I've missed it. We've had some amazing travels over the past couple of months. Well, there's something so exciting about stepping foot back into Pleasure Beach again. It's the charm, the nostalgia of this park. And it's so nice to film as well, especially on a day like today with that gorgeous blue sky. Really nice.
So step this way, my friend, and see our wonderful show.
Oh, look at the Pleasure Beach Express just down there. And yeah, making our way down towards Icon and the big one. Love this shot here from the bridge over the railroad just there. Fantastic. Oh, and there she is, looking as gorgeous as ever. Icon here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. Macrise double launch coaster operating here since 2018. Like, where's time gone? Like, it shows you just make the most of life, have a good time, and keep on riding, of course. Yeah, because the years go by so fast. What a beauty. Big one there in the background as well. Oh, it's always so good getting back to this park. Tell you what, well, this has grown lots down here, hasn't it? Beautiful. Right, let's go and have our ride on Icon. I'm a huge fan of Mack rides, so when Icon opened back in 2018 here at Pleasure Beach, I just fell in love with it. It's the fact that Mack Rides is a family company. They build some really good, reliable coasters, and just the build quality of their rides as well, and the train design I love on there. And yeah, Icon's just a great ride, isn't it?
I could just ride Icon all day. What a fantastic coaster.
Yeah, we just had a front row ride on there. We waited about 5 minutes, so can't complain at all. Great operations, getting the train sent out, which is fantastic. And of course, I never thought that 6 years later we were going to be getting another big Mack Rides coaster here in the UK, and this one being the tallest ride to ever open here in the UK, and that is Hyperia coming to Thorpe Park. We're really excited for that, aren't we?
I cannot wait to get on Hyperia.
And that's the thing, it all comes down to Mack Rides, the build quality, the trains. We're going to be seeing a lot of similarities from Icon down there on Hyperia, and you know what, we are really excited for that. It's going to be interesting to see, is Hyperia going to top our UK favourite coaster, which is currently Icon? It's going to be really interesting to see. You've got to think some of the elements look crazy on Hyperia, but also I do love the length, the interactions, and also the airtime that you get here on Icon too. So it's going to be fantastic to see. But you know what, I'll always have a love still for Icon, even if that is our favourite still next year. I think this is still an incredible ride for Pleasure Beach.
I just love it so much.
Yeah, it really changed Pleasure Beach and modernised it. Of course, people love the nostalgia and all the rides here, and so do I. It's a really unique selling point of Pleasure Beach. However, when they put in Icon, it was just that kind of, you know, they got a big new steel coaster, everyone was talking about it, and it was just a really nice addition to this park. And from one Icon to another, the big one just over here. It's been the tallest roller coaster in the UK since it opened back in 1994, and with Hyperia opening at Thorpe Park in spring 2024, the big one will be losing its title. However, it's always going to remain a classic. It's a famous ride, it really is. Across the world, people know Pleasure Beach because of the big ones. Yeah, let's go and have our ride on here, and we'll see you when we come off. Oh, it's the sound of that lift hill as well on the big one that gives it so much character. How did you find your ride?
I have such a soft spot for the big one, but I feel like the drop needs retracking because it is so shaky as you go down.
I mean, they are gradually doing the retracking now on the big one. We've been doing it for a few years, and more's been done this winter.
It's just so nice to see they are preserving it by doing the track sections piece by piece.
Yeah, and it's a big coaster, it's really long as well. So as Pleasure Beach have mentioned in the past, when they've done talks and interviews, instead of kind of closing it for a full year and doing the whole thing at once, doing it section by section was probably the best thing for them to do here at Pleasure Beach, in my opinion. But yeah, it is an iconic ride, and yeah, I always enjoy having those rides on the big one, and yeah, it's got a good length to it. It really has. We're waiting about 15 minutes there for the big one. Yeah, running one train now, the other one's been took off for winter maintenance. And that's the thing, it's not too busy. So yeah, waiting 15 minutes for a major coaster, not too bad at all. And yeah, Icon's running too. Less than a 5-minute wait down there today for Icon. So if you are coming over the next couple of weekends, probably not going to be too busy for you. I just hope the weather's nice for these other two final weekends of the season here at Pleasure Beach. But yeah, it is nice how they kind of extend out of the main kind of summer season into these winter weekends. I do really like it. Back in the day, I remember they used to be open actually in December as well. And even a few years ago, they did try that again, but I don't really think it worked for them, you know. So it's probably better closing at the end of November like they do now. But yeah, still, it's nice just to be in the park and make the most of it. Then we're going to have a ride on a Woody next. Big Dipper. Wouldn't be a visit to Pleasure Beach without coming to see the bears here, would it? Hey! Hey! 100 years old in 2023. The Big Dipper here at Pleasure Beach. Such a classic. And yeah, looking beautiful after its glow up for this year as well. Yeah, all nicely repainted. And of course the top as well, which looks amazing up there. Whatever you want to call it, the teardrop, the onion, I mean, Pleasure Beach tend to go with onion, but I really do like that topper on there. I'm glad they kept it that shape and everything. And yeah, I really like the colour actually. Fits really nice with the design of coasters just underneath. And yeah, it's kept that classic nostalgic charm, but also modernised it a little bit too. And that's the thing, what I think Pleasure Beach gets so right. They keep the classics, however, they just kind of glow them up, you know, have that modern charm about them, which is really nice. Something about riding a 100-year roller coaster that's always going to be special. I do really appreciate the fact that Pleasure Beach really look after the classics, and yeah, it's riding really good, still much better on a non-wheel seat, but down there at the back, second row from the back is perfect for me there on the Big Dipper. How was your ride, Charlotte?
Oh, it was nice and comfortable actually.
Oh, and that's the thing with the Woodies here, you've got all the nice padding on the seats as well. It's like sitting on your sofa, isn't it? Really nice. And here's a look at Infusion, the Vekoma suspended looping coaster. Been in operation here since 2007, and yeah, who remembers when it was Traumatizer back at Southport Pleasureland. Could do with a repaint again this now, you can start to see the old red colour scheme coming through. Yeah, not a huge fan of how this rides, of course. Not a big fan of SLCs in general. So yeah, we're not going to be having a ride on here today. Very rough and uncomfortable. But yeah, it does look pretty from off-ride here, doesn't it? Really nice. Probably the prettiest SLC. And yeah, as you can see, they've started to just drain the water underneath now as well for the winter maintenance. You've also got the water effects that are off down there now too. And yeah, down there at the back, you can also see our scaffolding started to go up, ready for that retracking work that's going to be happening again this winter on the big one. Yeah, you can see the scaffolding just over there, ready for those next pieces that are being done. So yeah, looking forward to seeing that when it reopens again in 2024. And worth bearing in mind, if you are coming next weekend, the big one's still scheduled to be open, but for the final weekend of the season, it is down. It's going to be closed then, ready for the retracking to begin. Oh, perfect timing. We've just walked down the steps thinking, oh, we'll have a ride on the Pleasure Beach Express. And it's just pulling into the station just here now as well. We're going to be on the Mary Louise here today. Beautiful train. Just going to have a lap round. Do love that sign up there as well. I love all the old signage at Pleasure Beach. But yeah, you've got the three trains, Carol Jean, Jeffrey Thompson and Mary Louise. Yeah, it's going to have our ride. Oh, really quiet ride this one. There's just 6 of us on. Choo choo. Let's go for a ride round on the Express just here. It's always great coming on this, getting some great shots of the park, and especially on a really nice day like this as well. And our final vlog of the year from Pleasure Beach. Really nice getting back here to this park today. Like I say, it was the end of August when we were last here. I'm really excited to see the illuminations tonight as well. I know there's quite a few new bits for this year. We just not had the chance to come down and check it out, so yeah, we're looking forward to that. And it's those rides and interactions that really make it, such as here with the big one going right underneath the structure. Oh, perfect timing. Love that soundtrack from the big one that you can just hear there up in the queue line. Brilliant view of Icon's top out there. Designed so well there, wasn't it, to fit through the structure of the big one. Red Arrow Skyforce over there too. I'd like to see a new flat ride here at the park actually. It's been quite a while since Skyforce opened now. Into the tunnel, and when we come out the other side, we're greeted with the beauty that is Icon. Are we going to get good time in with the train coming past? Beautiful. Somebody on Enzo there at the back as well. Comment down below if you've been on Enzo to give it a go. Of course, that's the upcharge spinning seats down there at the back. He had the right idea there. You want to be doing it on your own if you are doing that for a better spin. That's what we found anyway when we tried Enzo. In the little garden down here now is looking great. Of course, back in the day, this was all water down here. Always love that shot there, the junior woman. Even better when a train comes. Brilliant element. And it really gives you an idea actually on how well it was designed to fit into this park. Yeah, you can see quite a bit of the old colour scheme from Traumatizer coming through now, especially on the running rails. See that red coming through. It looks so good off-ride though, doesn't it? If only it rode as good as it looks. That blue sky makes it even better today as well. Really nice. There's that scaffolding all in place. Ready for the retracking. Yeah, looks like the bottom of the first drop there. But don't forget, looking backwards on the train can also create a unique perspective. Bear in mind, back in the day, it used to go round in the other direction, so these would be the views that you get. But yeah, I love sitting down here at the back, just turning round and looking the other way. It's also been a special year for us, 2023, here at Pleasure Beach, because we've done a lot of the extra special things on offer at the park. We did Walk the Woody, didn't we?
I enjoyed that so much. It was a brilliant experience.
It was, yeah, we walked all the way around there, and it was great. So make sure you check out the vlog if you haven't already seen it. We also did Walk the Big One XL this year.
Oh, that was brilliant as well, but my legs just hurt from all the steps.
It was a lot of walking, but it was great fun.
Oh, the views on there was amazing.
And then you've had the official Pleasure Beach fan club events this year as well.
Yeah, they've done such a good job. I'm hoping for more in the future.
I want a Valhalla event.
Oh, that would be so good, wouldn't it?
I would love a Valhalla event. Yeah, we've done some really good kind of extra special things this year at Pleasure Beach. We love this park. I've missed it these past couple of months. But it's nice to be back. This could do with a bit more TLC around here over winter. I mean, look at the skull there. They painted up some of these animals a couple of years ago, but yeah, it could do with a bit more work. Looks quite tired around here. There's some of the old monorail cars just chucked down the back there as well. There's normally a gate on there, it's missing. Well, that's the thing, maybe now they've started a lot of that winter maintenance. Yeah, I'd just like to see presentation a bit better around here. In general, presentation at Pleasure Beach is pretty good, but there's a couple of areas that still need some work. And the back of that Alice in Wonderland building, come on. Like, it needs something on there, even just a big advertising board with all the events and things for the year. Anything would look better than what's on there now. Really nice and close to the support structure and of course the track for the big one there. Remember how rough it used to be going into the tunnel there? When they retracted, they did a really good job of that section. I always forget the Dodgems is there at Pleasure Beach, but yeah, it's just there under the little building. Who remembers the whip back in the day? I used to love the whip. That was a great ride. Revolution there as well. Looking as awesome as ever. Still the most intense ride in the park in my opinion, and one of the most intense ride experiences anywhere in the UK. Nothing quite like a ride on Revolution. Built by Aerodynamics An absolute classic. Nickelodeon Land off to the right hand side. Avatar Airbender. Nicely themed Zamperla Disco. As our ride comes to an end here on the Pleasure Beach Express. Always a pleasure coming on this, I really like it. Got to be done every time we come to the park. November 2023. Straight off the train then here into Nickelodeon Lands. Yeah, always looks really nice and fresh. And I was just saying that to Charlotte off camera. How good does this park look considering it's near the end of the season?
It just looks so fresh. They always just keep on top of stuff, which is just so nice to see.
I think that's the difference between a big corporation like Merlin and then a family-owned park like this. I mean, you can tell they're just always making things look really nice. And yeah, there's a few parts of the park that look tired, but in general, it looks great. I mean, look at this round here compared to something like CBeebies Land at Alton Towers or even other areas of the park. You know, like here, just looks really nice. Like all the proper flooring, the lighting they've got in. Just all the buildings. It's just really nicely looked after. And then we're going to have a ride now on Nickelodeon Streak, another wooden coaster. And this is a great ride. We just did our ride there on the very back row of Nickelodeon Streak. And we always say we normally ride the wooden coasters on the non-wheel seats. We decided to go at the very back and this time on a wheel seat. And yeah, it was a bit of a bone shaker, wasn't it?
That was just a bag of bones. It was so uncomfortable.
It was shaking. Got some good airtime though. Yeah, it would have been a much better ride experience on the road just in front. But there were the last two seats on the train. We thought, do we go on now or do we wait another cycle? To be honest, I wish we waited another cycle.
I wish we'd waited as well.
But it is a great layout on there. Out and back style wooden coaster. I love the orange colour scheme of it as well. Very unique and it really stands out against the other woodies. But yeah, it wasn't riding the best there on one of the wheel seats. Always ride the woodies here at Blackpool on a non-wheel seat and you're in for a much better experience. Not forgetting you've also got the little wooden coaster next door here in Nickelodeon Land, and that's the Blue Flyer. Yeah, not been on this for a while, so I think we'll have a lap round on Blue Flyer. And not forgetting here in Nickland, you've got lots of other flat rides, including the spinning splash battle just here as well. Yeah, Mack rides, twist and splash. And I've just been squirted standing over there. To be honest, it's not too chilly today. I do love this family area of the park though. I'm going to move, so we're going to get wet. Just a nice ride there on Blue Flyer and we walked straight on. It's always hard when you just come back from Europa Park saying Blue Flyer instead of Blue Fire. But yeah, I do really like that little coaster. We can just about fit in a row next to each other on there, but as you saw just from the footage off ride, it is quite tight. So I recommend if you are an adult, having a row each on there.
Much more comfortable to sit separately.
It's a nice little woody though, that. I do like it. And yeah, it goes through a little tunnel as well. And the old Space Invader building. Yeah, it's a really nice family area this. Always looks the part, especially on a lovely day like this. Yeah, we're getting lots of rides in. Just soaking up the atmosphere of Blackpool Pleasure Beach. Yeah, worth pointing out, if you are coming for the winter weekends, some of the rides do close a little bit earlier. Like Nickelodeon Land seems to be 4 o'clock close just on there as well. So if you are coming, you want to make sure you get in here as soon as the park opens. You know, be here for like 10:30, 10:45 latest, so you can get in, maximise your time at the park, because an 11:05 does go very fast. And like I say, some rides do actually close a little bit earlier as well, so bear that in mind. Next up then, going to go for a ride on Revolution. Just me on this one. Charlotte sometimes does it, but other times she finds it too intense. So yeah, I'm just heading on today. Yeah, here's another great view of the big one just here, coming out of the tunnel. Perfect timing. Now, of course, I love the ride experience on Revolution. However, actually walking up to the ride is all part of the experience on here for me. Just climbing up and getting these amazing views. It's a lot of steps, but I love it. Like, I think it's more than worth the climb just to get these awesome views here over Blackpool Pleasure Beach. Nickelodeon Street there. The old Space Invader building. down there at the back as well. Yeah, I'd love to see something done with that more in the future. I look down there at Steeplechase as well. Small carousel. And he greeted with his awesome view up here. Oh, it's practically walk on. How nice is this? I love that view, looking out over the whole park. That's always a great shot of Icon with the ocean there behind it as well. The beautiful ocean here in Blackpool.
Please secure all loose articles of clothing.
I tell you what, for a coaster that's been operating since 1979, Revolution is really smooth. Great coaster, it really is. Pushed forwards, down into the loop, and then of course pushed backwards as well. It's actually on the front row, so you got a really nice view of Blackpool heading down there as well.
I gave it a miss. I'm not a fan of Revolution, it's too intense.
It is very forceful, especially at the back as well.
I'm just really not a fan of it.
Oh, having a nice day there back here at Pleasure Beach.
Lovely today, the sun is shining.
Oh, it's a great day for it. And yeah, we're going to have another ride on Icon, then probably head down and do some dark rides. So in terms of river caves, that's closed now for the rest of the season. Be interesting to see if they're doing some more extensive work in there maybe, some repainting and repairing parts, hence why it's already closed. And also along with that, there's been a bit of downtime on Wallace and Gromit, but I think it's back open now, so we'll give that a go. Hopefully Ghost Train as well. And Alice in Wonderland, give those a ride. Yeah, we'll have another go on Icon first, why not? Make the most of it on this lovely day. We're going to head on to one of the dark rides now here at Pleasure Beach. And the first one we're going to do is Wallace and Gromit's Thrill-O-Matic, a riveting ride just over here. I do like the movement of Wallace and Gromit up there at the top, and just all the movement on the facade itself as well, with all the cogs, and yeah, just a lot kind of happening on there, isn't there? So let's go on. We'll take you on this one with it being a dark ride. Let's go.
Somewhere where there's cheese. Oh, oh.
Good job I greased the bearings.
No crackers from it. We forgot the crackers. Hold on, Ronnie. Hold on. Morning, Ronnie. Porridge today, lad. Tuesday. Machine. I've got baby blending on hang in there, Gromit. Everything's under control. Well done. Well, that went as well as could be expected from it, didn't it?
Where is he? Oh! We got no sound effect from him! Oh! Bleh. Wants to do it ourselves? Oh no! That was funny. A little bit of on-ride footage there from Wallace and Gromit. Fantastic dark ride here at Pleasure Beach, isn't it?
Oh, I just really like it. Sitting in that giant slipper and going through iconic scenes from Wallace and Gromit.
It's great, and the music's really good on there as well. And yeah, it's quite funny how we didn't get the sound effect from the big blur there at the end. But yeah, it's a really good ride, that. Lots going on as well, which is fantastic. And just going back to some of the experiences that we've had at Pleasure Beach this year, we actually walked the track on that earlier in the year, and that was amazing, wasn't it?
Oh, that was so good. Like getting up close and personal to the set pieces, which was brilliant.
It was really good, and we saw a few little nods back to the old gold mine that attraction used to be as well. So make sure you check it out. Loads of highlights from our year here at Pleasure Beach. And when you go through them all, you think, oh, you know, we walked the wood here, we walked to the big one, we've been up on the Revolution ramp, we walked around that. It's been a really good year. We went underneath Derby Racer. Like, we've done so much here at Pleasure Beach this year, which has been fantastic. And long may it continue into 2024. But yeah, great ride. Walking down this path always gives you a good idea on crowd levels at Pleasure Beach, and yeah, it's really not that busy today, as you can see from this pathway. But yeah, no river caves. Yeah, interesting how it's shut now for the rest of the season. Yeah, maybe they're doing some work inside, not too sure. Yeah, we'll find out. Yeah, all the water's drained out, and yeah, I'd like to see a bit more work happen to some of the scenes in there. Again, keeping that classic charm, but just upgrading it a little bit, which is always nice, what they do here at Pleasure Beach. I think the facade could do with a bit of cleaning up though here. I think this would look really nice, repainted just outside here as well to keep it fresh. Maybe that's what they're doing with all this down here though. It'd be nice to see. Bit of repainting going on. They always tend to do a lot of TLC over winter here at Pleasure Beach though, which is really good. And yeah, this is the part of the park that for me still needs some major work. Of course, Wild Mouse used to stand where the hub is, and then Trauma Towers where you just got that grassy area. Yeah, they really need to do something permanent around here. I do love the fountains here, and yeah, Pleasure Beach love a good fountain package. There's that wall, the back of Alice in Wonderland, but it just looks so ugly. Like they could do anything with that, like even just a poster or something. But I really don't like the back of that.
From the biggest stars as you enjoy the rides. This is PB Radio.
PB Radio. Ice blast over there, flying machines, and yeah, we're going to go on another woody now. Made the most of it, getting on them all today. Let's go on Grand National just here. And I've always loved this view here of the big one, and then the entrance to Grand National just looks the part, doesn't it? Majestic. It's that old versus new, or at least new back in 1994 anyway. Let's get on our ride. I tell you what, that ride just on Grand National was fantastic. One of the best rides I've had on it all season. Probably the best ride. We was on row 2, a non-wheel seat, and it was really good. Like, it was very enjoyable. I've always loved the Mobius loop layout on there as well. The interaction with the racing, of course, with the other train. I just really enjoyed that.
Sean, we lost the race.
Oh, we did, but did you enjoy the ride?
Yeah, it was quite smooth actually towards the front.
Yeah, it was really good, that was.
Yeah, I did like that one.
Yeah, enjoyed it. It was probably running a little bit slower than normal, but you know what, that's maybe why it was more enjoyable. Like, I do love the coast, but sometimes it can be brutal, can't
Further towards the back of
But it is a great ride. It is a classic here at Pleasure Beach, and it's definitely the best out of the 4 wooden coasters, especially when it's riding like that. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. What a lovely afternoon. Yeah, I'm hoping we might get to see a little bit of Pleasure Beach in the dark. I mean, it's just gone like 3:15, ride close 5 o'clock. You know, sun's going to be going down about 4:30, so we might get a little bit of evening time in the park, only a small amount, but yeah, it would be quite nice. We'll just have a little look inside Kiss Me Quick now, which is the gift shop here underneath Flying Machines. They've had this in stock for quite a while now, but we really like it. The Ghost Train hoodie just down here. Yeah, it's fantastic, that is, isn't it? Really nice. What price we got on there? $34.95. Yeah, it is lovely, that. One of my favourite parts of the shop is, of course, the authentic ride parts, yeah, where you can get bits of old wood from the wooden coasters, old wheels, and sometimes you get items that you don't often see in here, such as these just here. Yeah, nice lap bars from Big Dipper. Obviously, they took the cushioning off just there. Yeah, £100 for the Big Dipper restraint, as it says on there. £100, not too bad for a piece of history there. But yeah, I do wish it still had the cushioning, like the padding on there, because really it's not as easy to identify from Big Dipper. Obviously it is, but yeah, I do wish it still had that on. Along with that, they've actually got some items up here from Wild Mouse. It's been out for quite a few years now, but these look like they've never been used. I mean, obviously with Wild Mouse, a lot of money was spent on the kind of magnetic braking and other new parts before, sadly, it was decided that it wasn't viable to keep operating anymore. But yeah, obviously a lot of these parts were bought and never used on Wild Mouse, because it wasn't the intention to remove it. I believe it was a very, very last minute decision. But yeah, you can tell they've just never been used down there. You got some big one brake liners down here. They're £50, and for $200 you can get yourself this Vekoma wheel from Infusion, my favourite ride. There we go. Nice wheel that. $200 is quite expensive though.
Or maybe you could get a Ghost Train bumper.
Hey, look at that on one of the cars.
It is £40.
Oh, that's not too bad. Like, how many times has that been
so
banned?
dirty.
Is it? Get the handstand out. Yeah, they've always got some nice items in here. It's always worth coming in every time, because you never know what there's going to be, all the authentic ride parts. Still got some of them side panels actually. from Big Dipper just in the window there. They are very nice, but quite expensive. I feel like some of the stuff now has become a bit too pricey, that even a seasoned collector like myself would think actually it's a little bit too much for that now. And also one of the highlights of Kiss Me Quick is actually seeing the mechanism there for the flying machines just above there as well. The oldest operating ride in the UK. And yeah, there's actually a lot of discounted merch as well. Look at this, £25 there for Enzo, was $34.95. Snow globes, they're down to £5 there. And even the resins for Revolution, they're down at £4, so reduced quite a bit.
How cute is this? The bear is wearing a poncho.
Oh, it's nice, that is. Well, they must be having loads of new merchandise for next season because there's so much that's reduced. Even like these mugs here, down to £5. Loads of Icon stuff. Avalanche, that's down to £4.
Pin badges are only £1.
Yeah, I've never seen, yeah, £1 for a pin. I've never seen so much reduced. Like, they must be having a lot of new merch, like, for next year. Or are they changing some logos up and stuff? I'm not having a bit of a rebrand, I'm not too sure. Yeah, really interesting now. There's so much on sale. Like, all these bottles, they're down with $14.95. They're now £8. I've never seen reductions this much at Pleasure Beach. Well, that blue sky has just stayed all day today, which has been wonderful. And yeah, we're off for a ride now on Ice Blast. Who remembers when you actually used to get a bit of airtime on this at the top? Yeah, not so much now. But still, when it's walk on, we may as well have a go on this S&S shot tower. Here it goes. Yeah, I'd love to see this replaced with a new modern Intamin drop tower at this park. I did see though that on the S&S YouTube channel a couple of weeks ago, they actually do a mod for this now, and you have like a spinning row of seats that you can add to it, so that'd be quite cool. Oh, I tell you what, there is literally no point in even going on that anymore. It's awful, isn't it?
I'd like to see that removed and put like a proper drop tower in its place.
Yeah, or go for them spinning seats on there.
Quite cool on there. It just doesn't do a lot for you at all.
It doesn't, like, it used to get some alright airtime at the top. I've never been a massive fan of S&S shot towers, but technology's come a long way, hasn't it? Like, for me, that's one of the rides I'd love to see replaced with something else. Of course, I don't want to see it removed and not replaced. I'd rather have it than nothing, but still, yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that at all. The view's nice, and that's about it. Here it is, Valhalla. Yeah, lots of people enjoying it. You know what? I'm wishing now that I'd brought some clothes for it, but I can't do it. I'm going to be soaked tonight, Al.
Get a poncho if you wanted to go on there.
It's not going to really help you.
Beach poncho.
It doesn't help you on it, it really doesn't.
You'll have wet feet.
Yeah, I should have brought my waterproof trousers and everything and done it. I'm regretting it now because look, I could have had a few laps on there. Probably the quietest I've seen it since it opened. So yeah, I am regretting not bringing the clothes, but especially with us staying for a bit this evening, we're doing the illuminations, that's tomorrow's vlog. Yeah, I'm not going to do it, you know, I don't want to be walking around Blackpool cold. I feel like when the sun drops, it's going to be quite a chilly evening actually. So a lot of the lighting starting to come on now, such as the neons down here at Flying Machines. Here we'll have a ride on here. Oldest ride in the UK. I do love a good Pleasure Beach classic, the Flying Machines just there. Really nice. It was quite cold though. I've put my hat on now. But yeah, we're going to make our way here onto Derby Racer. And as I mentioned earlier, we've got no organ, which is a shame, but it still looks pretty, doesn't it? I love this. All the reflections of the horses and the riders going round in the ceiling. All the lights. Really pretty. Yeah, we can't come to the park and not have a ride on here. Ride there on Derby Racer. I do miss the organ though. It's not quite the same when the music's not on, but still I'm sure it'll be back again soon. And yeah, sun's going down now. We're going to do a couple of dark rides. We'll start off with Alice in Wonderland and then of course head over onto Ghost Train as well. Oh, and here we go, entering the rabbit hole. It's the world of Alice in Wonderland. I've got a golden ticket. Yeah, the new Willy Wonka film's out actually, isn't it, soon? I'll have to go and watch that. Because I got the golden ticket. Oh, it smells so good still. That's the thing, even though we're near the end of the year, like things are kept on top form, you know, like the smell pods in here, really good. I don't know why Alice hasn't got a head there, I have always wondered. I don't think they had enough room when they put it in. Oh, just the nostalgia of this ride. How it's hardly changed since I was a kid. I love it. I suppose the thing that has got better over time is just like UV lighting in general. It used to be harder to see some of the scenes in here, but yeah, UV lighting, since it kind of went LED, and this got upgraded in the ride, yeah, it's made it a lot better. A lot more visible scenes. Charlotte's riding with the character in the back as well. The Mad Hatter, everybody. There we go, you might see him a bit better now. Oh, there he is. Into the upside down house we go. Oh no. Oh, a nice journey through nostalgia there. And Alice in Wonderland here at Pleasure Beach. Yeah, we've got 40 minutes left of the day. We're going on another dark ride now. It's the Ghost Train. Oh, it's quite busy actually. Definitely been worth our opening today though here at Pleasure Beach. Like even though we're into like mid-November, really good. Like there's some good crowds down here today. Like it's still quiet to get lots of rides in. As you've seen from this vlog, we've done a lot in a shorter 6-hour day. Yeah, also worthwhile still for them because yeah, there's been quite a few people about still. Sound effects missing. Oh no. They need to sort this effect out. It's hardly been working. I don't think I've seen it doing the full thing that it should be for a long time now. We did hear that the Ghost Train was maybe going to be getting some work done this winter, so hopefully that is the case. I think it needs it actually. Look at the green light. Here we go. Oh, it's just getting dark. We've got like 15 minutes to go till park close. Whoa. Oh, we've got no lights on in here. It's not in a good state, the Ghost Train, is it?
Why is it dark?
Yeah, it does make me think maybe some of these changes are still from the Halloween event, Journey to Hell 3 nights. We didn't come to Journey to Hell this year, mainly because the event was definitely better when we did it last year than when we did it previously. However, we feel like it needs more work. I still like to see them just open a couple of scare mazes and keep the whole park open. Yeah, we're missing like all the normal sound effects. Hey! Well, maybe that's the thing, changes could be coming. We've got the E-lights on down here. Not very good from Ghost Train today. But yeah, I think we're going to make our last ride of the day the big one, mainly because the illuminations are on. Of course, we're seeing them tonight anyway, having a walk through them, but you get a great view of them from the big one. So that's our plan. Okay. Oh, we've got a bit of Reach for the Stars playing around Pleasure Beach tonight. I heard that song for ages. What a classic. And your dreams will all come true. Oh, look at Big Dipper up there. But yeah, Ghost Train was looking really tired. It definitely needs some TLC. Look at that sky. Oh, beautiful tonight. here at Pleasure Beach. Last 10 minutes of the day. Reach for the stars. Let's go on the big one. Oh, that sky, spectacular. It really is. And yeah, we've had nowhere near enough nighttime in Pleasure Beach this year. Next year, they need to bring back some more late night riding events. Yes, there's been a few this year, but nowhere near as many as they should be. And that's when the magic of Pleasure Beach really comes alive at night. Look at this. Worth coming on these final few weekends of the season just to see the park in the dark for a little bit, because, you know, we just haven't had much of that this year at all. Look at this. Icon train lights are on. Just make me think, is Hyperion going to have lights as well? I think it probably will do. Look at that. Train lights look spectacular. But yeah, we're not doing Icon at the end of the night now. We're going to make our way to the big one. We'll have had 2 rides on each then. What's really weird is the big one's floodlights aren't on. Yeah, that's quite strange. Look at this, it's really quiet. I think it's a bit too cold for people now. It's actually dropped down tonight to 5 degrees Celsius. My hands are chilly now, Charlotte.
Got my gloves on, so okay.
Yeah, I'm keeping my hat on for this one. Hold on to your hats, folks. Let's get our ride here on the big ones. Run down day. You definitely know it's too cold for people when it's this quiet. Look at this, straight up for the big one. And this is on one train operation as well. We'll see when we come off, and we'll get some more footage at the park in the dark as we make our way out. Oh, look at that. We've just ended our day with a ride on the big one. And yeah, really strange actually riding it without the big floodlights on. I mean, it does make it a bit darker on there. Yeah, it's a shame that they weren't on, because it is quite iconic, isn't it, when it's lit up, especially during the extended illumination season that runs now here in Blackpool as well. Yeah, I'm quite surprised to see it not lit up, because it's some of the best advertising they can do, isn't it, really, lighting up a massive coaster like that. But still, yeah, we had a good ride on there. And it was really nice, yeah, quite different for us actually. We normally end on Icon, but we thought, why not? I've had a couple of rides on each. And look at this already, just a few minutes after park closing, and already it's a ghost town. Quite a nice shot there, the fountains with all the lights on flying machines over there as well. Yeah, everything else seems to be lit up as normal, other than the big one. Well, that brings us to the end of an action-packed day here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. We've really enjoyed getting back, haven't we, today?
Oh, we've had a fantastic day today. We have got on so many rides.
Yeah, that's the thing. Even though the park's only been open for 6 hours, if you come straight down for 11, stay till 5, you get loads of rides in. We've barely queued today, which has been fantastic. And bear in mind, some of the rides shut early and also have been running on reduced capacity as well, because they've already started the winter maintenance on them. So considering that, you've seen how much you managed to pack in today. And yeah, it's well worth coming down on these winter weekends. They're running every weekend throughout November 2023. Really enjoyed seeing the park at night tonight for a bit as well.
We've just hardly seen it this year, so it's just so nice to see. We need more late openings next year.
Yeah, I really hope so, because that's when Pleasure Beach comes alive at night, you know, and just getting like an hour here and there, you know, isn't good enough. We need to be in here longer. It's a great park at night. It's got that ambience. I'd much rather, if they don't want to open from early through until late, just open some days a little bit later on and then stay open into the evening, just so people can enjoy this park at night. It's a special amusement park. It's got a lot of history, a lot of nostalgia, but also mixed in with the modern thrills here. We had a great day. I am regretting, though, not doing Valhalla. I wish I brought some clothes, you know, Charlotte.
I was not going on there today. It's too cold.
Great to get back on Icon, though, and the big one in our final Pleasure Beach vlog of 2023. But yeah, there is still, like I say, 4 operating days left until the end of the season. So next weekend and then the following one as well. Just bear in mind the big one is down the following weekend, the last one, because of course they're starting the retracking on there, which it does need doing. I'm glad they are doing that project.
Yeah, it needs doing. The drop needs doing ASAP.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on where you sit, doesn't it? But like we always say, avoid the non-wheel seats on the woodies. Really, it's the same with the big one as well, because some of the seats can be quite uncomfortable. But overall, it's been a good day. Operation's been pretty good, and just in general, just getting back to this park. We travel the world, we see a lot of places, but I've got a lot of love for Blackpool. It's that childhood classic that keeps me coming back, and it's been a really nice day here as well. I look forward to seeing what happens in 2024. Hopefully some more improvements to the overall presentation in some areas. Looks like some new merchandise based on the discounts, and And yeah, I'm hoping we hear news really soon of a new ride, because as much as, you know, Valhalla was the new refurbished thing for this year, I still feel like the park now needs something brand new, don't
Just
you?
gives people the excitement of knowing that something is going to be coming in the future, so it'd be great to hear something from the park.
Yeah, I'd like to see a new flat ride actually. I think that'd really fit. Maybe another coaster investment at some point. But first, I think a new flat ride, something thrilling, something fresh, maybe revitalising that old kind of hub area would be really nice to see. But we'll see what happens. Join us in tomorrow's vlog here on Theme Park Worldwide for the illuminations. We're also going to check out the piers, go and see the rides on there, and yeah, just capture the atmosphere of Blackpool Illuminations 2023. We normally do the switch on. We couldn't make it this year. We was in Florida, but we're going to make up with that, film a vlog for you all tonight, and that'll be coming up tomorrow. And yeah, we'll have a look round and see what the piers have got to offer at this time of year as well. I'll be here from a very cold Pleasure Beach. That leaves us with one final thing to say. Get out there and keep on riding. We'll see you tomorrow.